Hello friends, Yuri here again with another episode. Today we're gonna do the Spyderco collection. Depending on the length, we may do it in 1 or 2 videos, but we'll see how it goes. We have 49 Spydercos and 48 are here, 1 is away, but we'll count it anyhow and I'll just tell you about it. So, before I get started, I'd like to do a special shout out to my first comment on YouTube, Patrick. Patrick, thank you very much for your nice comment. And just for that, I didn't have this planned, but we're gonna do a giveaway. I will give you either your choice. Patrick, you just message me and I will send you, as long as you live within North America, either a cutting board, like one of the ones that you've seen, or a knife. I'll have it shipped straight to your home. I know it's crazy, but I appreciate it that much. So, just for you, Patrick, thank you very much. And thank you all for the subscribers, all 3 of you now. Now there's 4, take away my son is 3. And whoever viewed the video and whoever liked it, I appreciate it very much. But I can only give one thing away right now, and it's going to be to Patrick, our commenter. So let's get started with today's video. This is just for my center here. Like I said before, there's going to be quite a few knives and I didn't know which way I was going to present them. So I was either going to go from smallest to biggest or biggest to smallest, or the ones I like the most, but that would be too difficult. So I've decided to break them down into, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different groups. So the first group's going to be slip joints. Then we have the flippers. Then we have, what do we have? The ones that are going to be under 2 inches. The ones that are going to be over 3.5 inches. We're going to have the 2 to 3 inches, so that's 5 groups. And last group will be the 3 to 3.5. So to recap, under 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 3.5, over 3.5, and the flippers and the slip joints. Alright friends, and I'm working on my accent to make it a little bit more Canadianized so you'll understand me more fully today. Alright, so let's get started with the slip joints. So, with the slip joints, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slip joints. I even have them tagged. So, there they are closed. And we'll go over them really quickly here. So I'm going to also put my tags here to give you some extra specs, not just show you and move along. And not only that, I went the extra mile and actually numbered them from my favorite to my least favorite. Okay, so I'm going to go from least favorite to favorite. I'll take them back off the board. My least favorite slip joint is this friction folder. Right here. I believe it's discontinued now. It is smooth, but it's just odd. I don't really like it. It doesn't even stay closed. I know it has the handle and all, but anyhow, it's number 7. We'll start put it over here. Number 6, we have, which one do we have? It's going to be the Urban. There's the Urban right there. This comes in at 2.61 inches from Italy. It has AEBL, unheard of steel, and it's a full flat grind. Number 7, again, was the friction folder at 2.84. I forgot to give the specs for this one. It's a VG10 steel from Japan, again with a full flat grind. Number 5, we have the red Rhodey. This one's one of my newer ones, and it comes in at 2.9 inches long from Italy, with again unheard of steel for me, and 690 CO with a flat grind. Then at number 4, we have the Pingo, discontinued, again from Italy, at 2.39 inches long. It has the N690 CO steel and a full flat grind. Number 3, we have the UKPK, the regular one. It's the black one. Oh, pardon me, actually. It's the blue one, which I like because for a slip joint, it opened with one hand very easily. Again from Italy. Oh, pardon me. The UKPKs are from the US, and it's 3 inches long with a full flat grind. So again, this one here is the navy blue handle one. Number 2 is my next UKPK, but this one's the drop point. I just prefer the extra character. Again, from the US, and the steel is BD1N. Again, unheard of for me. So BD1N. But I do like the clips on these ones. And my favorite slip joint of all is the Pits. The PITS. This one's from Italy. Has a 2.97 inch blade, full flat grind, with the N690 seal steel. I don't know why. Some people will either like this or hate this. I like the clip, but I just love the overall look. Just look. But the ergonomics on this thing is by far, it may be my best ergonomical knife for my hands. I was going to return it. I was going to sell it. Well, I was going to return it at first, and then I was going to sell it when it was too late to return. But the ergonomics are the best for my hand, so I just cannot sell it. Like, if every knife felt like this in my hand, it would be amazing. And you wouldn't think so, considering it's not rounded. There's not much to it, but it just feels so good. So there it is, the 7 slip joints, and that was 8 minutes. So we're on track for a 50-minute video. We'll see if we can speed this up. So there we have it, our 7 slip joints in order. So we'll just close them up, and we'll continue on. The next category will be all knives under 2 inches. And I have a confession to make. When I was writing all these out, I did make a mistake. The bug, the grasshopper, and the honeybee, all are slip joints, but I put them under the measurements. So that was a mistake. But it makes it more even. I tried to keep them approximately 6 to 10 per category. So it worked out well. And there are my little cheat notes, or else I wouldn't even remember what all these knives are called. So next category, all my Spydercos under 2 inches, and I'll just toss them on the board and go over them. So there should be 6 of them. 1, 2, 3. The honeybee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there's 6 there. Okay. So, let's put these in order so I can see how I rank them. And again, the ranking them took me about an hour and a half because I just couldn't decide. Although with this category it was a little bit easy. By far my favorite one is the McBee. I know I started from my favorite one this time. Favorite one, the McBee at 1.52 inches long blade, made in Taiwan, HXP steel with a saber grind. I love this little guy. Fairly new. That's number 1. Number 2, we have the Co-Pilot. Nope, my fault. See, I don't even know which one my favorite is. The Cricket at 1.9 inches long blade, made in Japan, VG10 steel with a hollow grind. I love this thing. Just love the handle look, actually. It used to have a little loom. I should have bought with this handle, but I guess I'm glad I didn't because I didn't like the little loom and I got rid of it. So that won't be in my collection. Number 3, the Co-Pilot serrated. Again, discontinued. Comes in at 2 inches exactly. Made in Japan, VG10 steel with the serrated blade. I guess it's a hollow serrated blade. There it is. Number 4, we have the square head. Comes in at 1.3 inches long, made in Taiwan, with BD1 steel with a flat chisel edge. Almost like a full flat grind. There it is. And number 5 and 6, well, I'm going to say number 5 is my Bug, just because it's smaller. And it's a little cuter. So the Bug's 1.27 inches, made in China, with some crazy steel I've never heard of. 3 CR13 steel, full flat grained. I like it. Don't use it obviously, but I like it just because it's so small. Then we have the Honeybee, which I usually just have this on a keychain, which I don't carry, but I still put it on the keychain. This one here, the Honeybee 1.62, made in China, 3C R13, unheard of steel. Maybe I've never heard of it, maybe you have. With a full flat grind. So there we have all the ones under 2 inches. There we go. And that went pretty quick. And that's the order I like them in. So let's put them back down. Next we have the 2 to 3 inch collection. Some of my favorite knives are in this collection, actually. I'm surprised the PM3 is 2 to 3 inches. Actually, for this one here, they had to be under 3. The ones that are exactly 3 are going into the 3 to 3.5 collection. So let's put these ones in order. This was one of my most difficult because so many I like so much. But let me open these up. We have the Techno, the One-Eyed Jack, the Firefly, the Grasshopper, the Delica, the Para 3, the Vrango, the Work Sprint, the Worker Sprint. That's the only one I don't have with me. I was waiting for them to show up, but that one did not show up. So that's the only one I have out. So the start with my favorite. I'll put these aside. My least favorite. This time we're going to start with the least favorite. At number 9, the grasshopper. The grasshopper is made in China. 2.3 inches blade. 12C27 steel, unheard of, with a full flat grind. When I say unheard of, I mean I've never heard of them. In fact, folks, everything that comes out of my mouth, unless it's from the actual manufacturer's website, is all what I think. It's all my opinion. We all have our own opinion. Obviously, my favorite is not going to be the same as your favorite. So it doesn't really matter. This is just how I prefer them. And a lot of it is based on looks. Not necessarily function, not necessarily blade style or blade material. Because quite honestly, I mean, I have 50 Spydercos and another, who knows, 30 other knives. I'm not daily using all of these. So the blade material, yes, it's handy if you were to use them as daily users, but for me, yeah, it doesn't make that huge of a difference. Now, of course, would I prefer good material? Absolutely. But when I put them in order, for the most part, blade material plays a little bit of a deciding factor, but most of it is looks, the ergonomics, the blade shape, the material, the handle material, the clip. There's lots of things that are factored in when I pick my favorite one. So my 9th was the grasshopper. The 8th, which may or may not shock you, well, considering I only have 2 videos, it won't shock you, but now you'll know. The Delica. Yes, it's not my favorite knife. It's not even my top 10 favorite knives. But this one is the Delica that I promised to give out when I had 1,000 subscribers, which may take a few years. So I'll have to keep this one. There it is, the Delica National Law Enforcement Museum, a matter of honor. That collection one. But I do like, just not as much. This was a very hard category for me. I love so many of them in this category. The Delica. Then we have... oh, this one I think I'm gonna have to change my mind. Because I like so much. I don't know how we got to the bottom of the list. The Vrango. Oh man. Like seriously? I don't know. I think I make mistake. But I just like so many. Oh man, I do not know, but I'll keep it. It's a little difficult to close. I don't know what I was thinking. It's just so nice though. Oh boy, the Vrango 2.5 inches from Taiwan S30V steel with a hollow grind. It's so nice. It's such a hard category of knives, this one here. And then we have the Worker Sprint, which is not here. So you know what? I'll make Worker Sprint number 7, Vrango number 6. There, we're gonna cheat a little bit because I prefer this now since I can't see the other one in front of me. Number 5, the Peta 3. I prefer the Vrango look, but I mean the function of this one, as you can see, I actually use. I know many may comment. Actually, nobody will comment. Maybe 1 or 2. But many would normally comment how I have so many knives and I don't use them. And why does he have so many? And he has more money than brains, which is not true because I don't have that much money. But it's partly true because I don't have that much brain. So who knows? Maybe you're right. I guess the thing is I spend too much money and I don't put them to use. They're just kind of art pieces that I don't even see because they're stuck in a safe place for the most part. I'll show you in another video how I store them if you're interested. Just comment below, let me know. If you like this video as it continues on, please like. As usual, subscribe. I just want to get to 100 subscribers and go from there. So I'll keep harassing you if that's okay. So that's the Para 3 at number 5. Number 4, the Firefly. I don't know why. I'm a sucker for small knives, but I love to look at this thing. I mean, I'm only on number 4, and I'm already saying love, so I don't know what I'm going to say about number 1, but I do really like this one. So this one here is the Firefly at 2.74 inches, made in Japan, V10 steel with a saber grind. I really like this one. In fact, I have 2 of these ones, so you can tell I really like. I don't know why. I don't have 2 of all of them, even though I like them more. But this one, for some reason, I felt the need to buy 2, especially when they went on sale and then got discontinued. Number 3, this might be a little bit objective. I'm thinking about buying a second one of these also. I love playing cards. I love the heart and the spade on here. I just love the look of this back. I think I will. Possibly after this video, I will buy a second one of these if it's still available. I think I was able to buy it for 300 Canadian dollars. But I really want to put this one to use and then have a user and then have one that I don't use. Many people from what I've seen online do not like. They think it's a little bit gimmicky, doesn't have the best ergonomics, which I'm going to agree with. Your hand may slip off and cut your finger off, which I may agree with if you're used. But for me, I don't care. I just like it so much. But although this is over likes, and I said that likes matters a lot, I think I went with function for number 2. What? Did I pick this? Oh man, I had these crossed out all the time. It was a tough call between number 2 and number 1, the Techno and the Blue Chaparral. So those were my paperwork. It was so tough. So I guess I went with the Chaparral a second. And I wish I'd buy another one of these, but I can only find them in the States. And I've already had one knife confiscated at the borders. I do not want to do it again. Although this one is pretty safe being a backlock, but Canada have crazy. It's not even the laws in Canada, it's just all depends on the officer at the border. So this one here, the Chaparral, 2.8 inches, made in Taiwan, XHP steel, full flat grind. Oh man, I really like this. I had the other one that was all titanium, not the stepped one, but the flat one. I got rid of that one after I bought this one. So I love it. But you know what? Maybe because it's a backlock, it doesn't make number 1. I just don't like backlock too much. So that's number 2. And number 1, the Techno 2. Techno 2, 2.52 inches long, made in Taiwan, XHP steel with a saber finish. Saber cut. Ooh, did I just cut myself? No. Saber grind, I mean. Sorry, guys. I really like this one. But I've actually daily used this one for a few weeks. Opens good, closes good, super smooth. This one, I would say, is as smooth as... I would almost go as far to say it's a smooth... Well, okay, maybe not. Exaggeration. But I was going to say Chris Rave. Almost as smooth, but not really in the end. Anyways, it's very nice. Functional, looks good, love the clip, love the color. The green can do with or without, doesn't really matter. I still like it though. I don't dislike it. So there it is, Techno, number 1 for my 2 to 3 inch knives. So I'll give you a close-up. Techno, Chaparral, One-Eyed Jet, Firefly, Para 3, Brango, Delica, what was that, Grasshopper? I don't remember all of them. Yeah, that was the grasshopper. Surprisingly, I know all these ones because they're ones of my favorites. So let's put them in order. And we're going to go to the next category, which I believe is going to be the 3 to 3.5. Okay, the 3 to 3.5 features my favorite knife. It's not the nicest knife, it's not the best knife, it's just the most attractive knife in my opinion. And you may not figure this one out, but this is also the biggest group. So I'll tell you what I have in this group. I have the Mannix 2, I've got the Slesh Bowie, I've got the Salt H1, I have the Paramilitary 2, I've got the Double Bevel, I've got the Yojimbo, the Sage 5, the Rock, the Spidey Chef. Oh, so many big hitters, heavyweights in this class. The Tenacious, well, not really that one. The Sub-Hilt, the Little Sub-Hilt, and the Memory. So, here we go. Number 1. No, we'll start from the end. Number 11 is going to be the Tenacious. So, the Tenacious, here, let's go with my original way I was doing this, is from China, 3.39 inches long, some crazy steel, 8CR13MOV steel with a flat grind. So, that's number 11. Number 10, another tough group. I think this could have made it up. I'll just keep it the same because I don't want to go into changing my opinion now. Number 10, the Little Sub-Hilt at 3.2 inches, made in Taiwan, S30V steel with the hollow grind. I know I'm gonna get some heck. If I was a regular YouTuber that had a few thousand subscribers, I'm sure I'd get some heck over my picks right now. But it's just me, so maybe 15 of you will see it. Maybe I get a couple of comments this time. But I was serious, Patrick. I was not just pulling your leg. I will send you cutting board or knife. Okay? So please comment down below, Patrick, and let me know. And then we'll figure out how I can get your information to send that to you if you like. Okay. So, number 9, the Rock. The Rock Liver. Ooh. Some Sergey. Yeah, my hometown of Romania, Sergey. No, just joking, he's Russian. But my accent goes from Russian to Portuguese to English to all sorts of stuff. It's a very mixed match, I'm sorry. So there is the Rock Liver at 3 inches exactly from Japan, which makes sense. VG10 steel, saber cut. That's number 9. Number 8, the Double Bevel. I don't know why I picked, I just like, but then I can see the Sub-Hilt being better than this. I don't know. The Double Bevel, 3.39 inches, made in Japan as well. VG10 steel with, well, a double bevel. Hollow grind and, I guess, flat grind. There it is. That was numbered 8. Number 7, the Yojimbo. Oh, I tell you, this is harder. I don't know if this is harder than the other group, but it's so difficult. Yojimbo, number 7 at 3.1 inches long, made in the USA, S30V steel with a hollow grind. Wow, it just feels so good too. Weird, I thought it would never feel so good with this awkward handle, but man, it actually goes exactly where your fingers go. I like it. Number 6. I don't know how I picked this one over the other ones. This should go technically, maybe this should go number 10. but I don't know why I'm crazy. Maybe the factor that I can use it when I'm fishing. I don't know, I'm crazy. So it's the Salt H1. That's the Salt 2. H1 steel, 3 inches thick, made in Japan, with a hollow grind. I don't know, maybe this should technically go in number 10. It should go back 5 spaces, I don't know what I was thinking. But it's a nice knife, and it's practical. Number 5. Coincidence? Sage 5. I really like it. I love the finger choil, carbon fiber. I mean, these come in all sorts of stuff. So, and 3-inch blade, made in Taiwan. S30V steel, full flat grind. The Sage 5 and number 5. Oh, I'm going to the room here. Number 4. The Spidey Chef. This could have made number 1 in most people's list. I just don't like the look so much, but if you're chopping, it makes perfect with this bevel here. It's beautiful. So number 4, Spidey Chef at 3.32 inches long, made in Taiwan with a full flat grind. The steel on this thing, it's LC 220. Oh, there we go. LC 200N steel. That's the only one I didn't have the specs for earlier. Super smooth. Just like all the slush line. I call it the slush line. Number 3. The slush buoy. Oh, I forgot number 4. Sorry. Sage 5 was number 5. Oh, I have 2 number 4s. Oh, that threw me off. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to pick one. I'm going to go number 5 with the Sage 5, number 4 with the Spidey Chef, number 3, because now I messed up, number 3, I'm going to go pair it to M390 steel. Guess it was a sprint run, this one, with the 3.45 inches blade, full flat grind. I mean, I can't do this on camera, but it just shuts on its own. It's just so good. Love it. This is gonna be number 4 or number 3 technically, but we're gonna have to go to 0 for this one because I mixed my numbers up. One better than that. Oh man, I don't know how I did this, but the Matrix, the Manix. Could be the Matrix, but it's the Manix. This one's the Manix at 3.37 inches, made in the US. S110V steel, full flat grind. That's the one. I don't know, I beat the PM2, I don't know, maybe I make mistake. Let me see, I might have to take that back. Looks wise, I think I prefer the PM2 just because of the handle. Oh man, I think I'm gonna go Manix number 4 and the PM2 number 3. I think I'm gonna change it on the fly today. Sorry. And we're left with the slush buoy and the memory. Nobody would have seen the memory coming this far up. But slush buoy is number 2. 3.2 ounces, made in Taiwan, XHP, with a full flat grind. Obviously discontinued a long time ago. Secondary market crazy. I had to pay way too much for this, but everybody love it and I know why. But that is my number 2 knife in this category. Oh man, it's so sharp. Obviously never sharpened before, apparently. Not from the other buyer, from the seller. Wow, this is so nice. Kind of like the Techno 2 that made it number 1, but this time number 2. And I'll tell you why. Because my number 1 favorite knife in this category is the Centofante Memory, or the Memory Centofante, or whatever it's called. Why is this number 1? It's not that practical. It'll cut your hand if you try to do any serious cutting. But to me, this is the most beautiful knife in my collection, minus that belt clip that maybe would look better without. More like a gentleman's folder. I just love it. I don't know if it's the baby blue, navy blue with this carbon fiber look. It's just, I'll tell you how much I like this knife. I literally own 3 of them and they're all brand new. I own 3 of these knives, completely brand new. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I guess when you like something, that's just my opinion. It's just my favorite. Does it feel the best in my hand? No. This Pitts does. Is it the best steel? No. It's VG10. Is it the best grind? Well, that's debatable. It's a flat grind. Length is perfect. It's 3 inches, which is probably my favorite length I like. And it's made in Japan. I would imagine it would have been made in... Wait a second, is this Japan? It is. Saki City, Japan. I was going to say maybe it was Taiwan, but no, it's Japan. That is my favorite knife. Super smooth too. Oh my gosh. This one will rival the Chris Reeve as far as smoothness. Just pure, no effort needed to close. People will think I'm crazy, but I don't know why. This is my favorite knife. Possibly my favorite knife of all. But that's just for look, so I don't think it would make my favorite, but I don't know. It's hard to say. So, let's go over. There's the collection of the 3 to 3.5. Man, I really like, I like so many. I guess that yellow salt makes sense in the middle. Give it some color, else we're just so blah. Especially these 3 with the regular G10 handles. So that's the collection there. We'll put those in order. Memory / buoy. Who would pick a memory over / buoy? Only a crazy person. Well, just the way it is. So what are we at here? Oh my gosh, 37 minutes. Crazy. I knew it was going to be a long video. I'm sorry, guys.